Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content.
Hello, my name is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and this is my Blackwing somewhat Raid Raptor deck profile. Hope you guys enjoy. First things first, we are playing 3 Blackwing Samorg, the Poison Winds. This guy is the best Blackwing of all time. Basically what he does is you banish Blackwing in hand, activate a Black Whirlwind from deck, and then he gets normal summoned. And let me explain Blackwings real quick. So Blackwings are winged beast archetype dark monsters that are all based around synchro summoning. And their whole gimmick is that most of them, as long as you control a Blackwing monster, can spam onto the field. And Samorg, the Poison Winds, helps you basically give you multiple normal summons. This deck wants to multiple normal summon multiple times in order to trigger Black Whirlwind, which is the key cornerstone of this deck. So what Poison Wind does is basically he banishes a Blackwing, normal summons himself when the Whirlwind does, not counting as a normal by the way, and then he gets to add you a search. I think the best way to explain this deck has to go with revolve around Black Whirlwind itself. So Black Whirlwind is when a Blackwing is normal summoned, you basically get to add a Blackwing with a lower attack than that card, which is amazing. So in this example, you banish, activates from deck, normal summon because of its effect, add, and then you get the normal summon and add again, which is really great for this deck. And that's basically how Blackwings work. So let me just go on to the other monsters real quick. So next we play 2 Blackwing Astra, the South Winds. This is your level 4 Earth tuner, not Earth, Dark Tuner. And basically what it says is that when this card is normal summon, special summon a banished Blackwing from your banished summon. It might be Wing Beast as well, but that part doesn't matter. It's usually a Blackwing. Blackwing. Basically when this card is normal summon, you get a special summon it. And also, you can banish this card from your graveyard and place wedge counters on your opponent's field, which is really good because this deck kind of revolves around wedge counters to steal your opponent's monsters or blow them up. So that's pretty awesome. Next, we play 3 Blackwing Chris, the Crack of Dawn. This guy is an amazing monster. He's 1900 attack, so he's the biggest Blackwing attack that we're playing in the main deck. And basically what you do is that if you control Blackwing, special summon him onto the field. You can only special summon him once per turn this way, which is nice. You don't want multiple of him in hand. And if you do have multiples, you want to normal summon him and then special summon out the other one. He's just a free rank level 4 dark extender. And the fact he's 1900 attack helps Black Whirlwind immensely. We also play 3 Blackwing Bora the Spear. He's also just another extender, unlike Blackwing Chris here, the Crack of Dawn. Bora the Spear is non-once per turn. If you control Blackwing, just special summon it. So you have 3 in hand. You can special summon all 3 from your hand, as long as you control Blackwing, which is awesome. Not to mention, he does piercing damage, which somewhat comes up, but honestly, he's just a level 4 dark extender that is a free spam on field. Next, we play 3 Blackwing Zephyros the Elite. Now, in normal Blackwing decks, you only play 1 of him at most, but this guy is crucial for this deck. For example, he is a level 4, 1600 attack. There's not that many good level 4 Blackwings once you go down to Chris and Bora. And his effect in Grave is really important. The fact that you just send I believe it's continuous card from your field to grave and it's special summon him is amazing. So his ultimate extension, you can only do it once per duel, but honestly, it comes up so frequently that he is an essential card. Not to mention, he's usually the card you banish off Blackwing Samorg, the Poison Wind, in order to then reborn him back with Astra, which is awesome. Next, we play 3 Gale, the Whirlwind. Gale, the Whirlwind will never be taken out of his deck. It's literally just Bora, but it's a level 3. And it's also a tuner. Basically, special summon it as long as you control a Blackwing. That part's not one to return. The one to return effect on Gale is that you can have your opponent's monster. At least I believe that's once per turn, but I can double check real quick. Yeah, that is once per turn. So you can have your opponent's monster, which does come up and is really good. For the rest of the Blackwings, we played 2 Blackwing Harmattan the Dust, and then 1 Blackwing Orochi the Squall. Now, these guys are kind of your bricks of the deck. We have a couple of bricks, but these guys are bricks. They're extenders, ultimately. They have the same effect of Gale, where you can just freely special summon them onto the field, as long as you control Blackwing. Harmattan changes its level based on the Blackwing you choose on the field. So, Harmattan is a 2. Right? So if you choose a 6, a 4, it becomes a 6 because it adds the level. If you choose a 3, it becomes a 5, etc. And Skull, it's honestly, I never used it as a main deck effect once, ever. The only important thing about this is that it's another free special. The reason why you don't play as many of these guys as the other ones is because their attack's so low. If you have a handful of these guys and nothing really good to normal summon, you kind of brick. You want to spam level 4s as much as possible. So honestly, these guys are really good search offs for a Looster in there. But other than that, they're just good extenders. For the Raid Raptor package, I said we are playing Raid Raptors. We are playing 3 Raid Raptor Strangulanius. That's a free special summon if you control a dark. It also has an effect where it locks you into darks, which does come up. But basically, it's like a reborn. Like, I believe it like special summons one from Grave, which is pretty cool. But ultimately, we're just using it as a free level 4 hand, a special summon onto the field. As long as you control a dark monster, I believe, which is pretty good. We also play 1 Stringolanius. This is your search target in the combo. It basically says if you control an XYZ, special summon this card, and it's a free level 4 Wing Beast Dark. Then finally, we play 1 Raider's Wing. He's a Phantom Knight and a Raid Raptor, so we'll get into the Phantom Knights in a second. But basically, it's a level 4 extension that you can, when this card's in Grave, you can special summon it onto the field by detaching a material, I believe. Let me double check just to make sure. Yeah, you detach a material, special summon it, and then when it leaves the field, it's banished. But if you make it into an XYZ, and it doesn't get banished, so it's pretty good. Finally, we play 1 Phantom Knights, a Silent Blade, and Cloak. Basically, you send these off Bardiche, and then these banish to get yourself rank up magics, or the Fog Blade, or any of the spells and traps. Basically, they're just extenders. If you have Raider's Wing, you special summon from hand, which is pretty cool. And that's about it for the monsters. Now we'll go on to the spells and traps. Like I said, it's pretty simple because we already went over Black Whirlwind, which is the cornerstone of this archetype itself. Without Black Whirlwind, Blackwings can't really do anything. So let's go on to the spells and traps. Like I said, 3 Black Whirlwind is the cornerstone of this whole archetype. When a Blackwing is normal summon, you get to add. We explained him. 3 Allure of Darkness. Really, really good card. It just helps you thin out your deck and also helps you gain a better hand if you really need a better starter. This just helps you out. The 1 Monster Reborn is for extension. And then we play 3 rank up magics. We play Phantom Knights of rank up magic force. The Phantom Knights of rank up magic launcher. And 1 rank up magic soul shave force. Now, all 3 of these are really good. Basically what rank up, the new rank up magic does is that you banish material in Grave to rank up a monster equal to the number of banish. So I believe every time you banish a card, it moves it up by 1 rank. So that's pretty great. This one says if you control an XYZ with no material, you rank up into the next level higher, which is really good. And then rank up magic soul shave force basically reborns an XYZ and then ranks on top of it, which is really good. And then finally we play 1 Phantom Knights Shade Brigandine and 2 Fog Blade. Free rank 4 extender. You're usually not gonna have a trap in your deck, so it just helps you get to number level 4s. And 2 Fog Blades, which is basically says, hey, it's imperm for your opponent. It just negates it, and they can't attack, which is awesome. Not to mention that you could banish it from grave to special summon a Phantom Knight from grave, which is usually going to be Rusty, which is pretty good. Now let's go on to the main deck. This deck will also be getting a update once the new Blackwing support comes out in a few months. But I felt like, I don't know if I'm still going to be playing this version when a new support comes out. So I just wanted to show this version now because I love this version. And I just wanted to show you what Blackwings can do right now and then what they can do post-support. So that's everything in the main deck. Let's go on to the extra deck. We play 2 Full Armor Master. Honestly, you can probably cut 1, but Full Armor Master is such a cool boss monster that he's the whole reason I built this deck, and I kind of wanted to maximize the 2. Basically, what it does is that every time your monster, he's unaffected by card effects, so he's a towers. And every time your opponent activates a monster effect, place a wedge counter on them. And when you place a wedge counter on them, during your turn, you can remove the wedge counters to blow them up, or just steal 1 monster once per turn. So during the end phase, you blow up all monsters with wedge counters, and then you can also steal a monster with a wedge counter during your turn, which is really, really good. Beetles is a tech choice. You probably take this out for Bulbasaur Savage Dragon, but I like Beetles. He's a cheap one of. Basically 2 darks. And he can't be destroyed by a card effect, so he's like a little Chaos Max. And then he gains attack equals to the damage you take from him. So if someone gets someone bigger, like an access code, and they try to get rid of him, well, he gains the attack equal to the difference. So that's pretty good. Now the reason why this deck in the version where I'll be playing Rank Up Magics is because of this guy right here, DDD Duo Don King Kali Yuga. Yes, he is our real boss monster of this deck. Basically, the whole point of this deck is to rank up into him during your opponent's turn. And what it says is that when this card is summoned, your opponent cannot activate card effects for the rest of the turn. This effect cannot be negated, by the way. So they try to imperm this. The imperm just fizzles. They can't activate card effects for the rest of the turn. So it's just amazing card. You want to rank up into him. And also, during either player's turn, you can detach 1 material and heavy storm the board, so destroy all spells and traps on the field, which is stupid. So basically, going against a back row deck that can't activate card effects, and they set 5, you blow them up in the back row. And if you're playing a combo deck that can't play, which basically wins your duel. The only things that can play around him are decks that activate that monsters activate in a hand or grave. For example, Virtual World and Drytron. Those are 2 decks that activate in the hand for their effects. Thus, they play around him, but once they hit the field, they're negated. Which means their monsters they make don't matter, but the monsters in hand do. And this negates everything. And its summon also cannot be negated. So it's a really stupid card. Next, we play 1 Dark Requiem XYZ Dragon. He used to be the boss monster of this deck. You don't make him as much anymore in the combo, but basically when you ranked up into him, he's detach material and negate a monster, and it's not once per turn, and you can usually do that like 3 times, which is stupid. You could still make this guy, but honestly you usually just go for this to win the game. But he's also a really good card. Next, the 1 Dark Rebellion, because you need to rank Dark Rebellion into Dark Requiem, so we are playing the Dark Rebellion. We're also playing 1 Arc Rebellion XYZ Dragon. This guy says detach a material, and as long as he has a Raider's Knight as material, he gains the effect where he gains attack against all monsters on the control. You can only attack with him, and also all monsters on the field are negated, I believe. I could be wrong about that negation part, but let me just double check real quick. Yeah. Can't be destroyed by battle card. And first, detach 1 material from this card. The total original attack against this guy. And if a Dark XYZ is material, negate the effects of all other face-up monsters on the field. And yeah, you can only declare an attack with him, but you're getting up to like 10,000 attacks, so he's just one-shotting your opponent. 1 Raider's Knight, he's how you make him. Basically, Raider's Knight says detach a material, and a rank on top of him is how you get into Arc Rebellion XYZ Dragon. So it's a free rank 4 into a boss monster. Next we play 1 Evil Swarm Nightmare. Evil Swarm Nightmare is double Book of Moon during your player's turn. He's a really easy to make. He just requires 2 level 4 dark monsters. And yeah, he's a pretty good extender. Well, not extender, but pretty good Book of Moon. So that's awesome. Another monster that I used to make a lot of times in this deck. Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon. So Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon is another card you can flex into using the combo. You can rank up into him, or when Arsenal Falcon dies, it special summons a Ultimate Falcon from your deck, from your extra deck, and it attaches material. So this guy is amazing. He's a towers, so he's a bigger version of full armor. And also, if he has material or a material, and your opponent controls no monsters, he burns them for 1,000. Also, all monsters your opponent chooses loses 1,000 attack during the end phase, which is really, really good. Arsenal Falcon is your extender. He's actually the reason why this whole deck works with the XYZs, because his whole purpose is that when this card is destroyed, like I said, you special summon out Ultimate Falcon as material. But also, you can detach a material to special summon a level 4 from deck, which is awesome. But the whole reason why he's so great is because he's what you rank into our DDD King Kali Yuga. And yeah, he's really good. We also play one Infinity. Infinity's really good in this deck. Basically, he's what we special summon off one of the rank ups. The let's see, the Shade Force rank up. Yeah, so you special summon him off the Shade Force. Basically, you pay half your life points, and you rank up into him using Forstrix from Grave. And yeah, ultimately, you just get Omni Negate, plus he steals monsters. Really, really good. Next, we go into Forstrix himself. The other reason why this whole deck works. Forstrix says basically detach material, add a wing beast to hand. And that's just pretty important. That's all he does, but that's all you need him to do. And it's a level 4 rank. Actually play one Raid Raptor Y-Strix. Raid Raptor Y-Strix is also the linchpin in this combo. You want to make him plus him. You make him first. He special summons a level 4 wing beast from deck. And then if a Raid Raptor, or I believe an XYZ, yeah, if a Raid Raptor XYZ detaches a material while he's on the field, you get to set a rank of magic, which most likely is the rank up Soul Shade Force. And then finally play one Rusty. Rusty's always good. You get to send a Phantom Knight to grave to set a rank up card, or if there's a Phantom Knight spell with traps, you can either set the rank up, or the Fog Blade, or the Shade Brigadine. Also, because of what he sends, you can reborn it back. This is really good. You can banish it to add it again. You can also include this guy instead of Beatles. Basically, this deck was made way before the new DDD support when I made this deck. And the whole reason why you would add him instead of Beatles is that once DDD, the Dawn King Kali Yuga, uses his effect to negate all card effects when he's summoned, he's kind of just a beat stick afterwards, which is cool and all, but in aware situations where you don't win the game off the whole board I just showed you, which is usually never, but just in case, you can just rank on top of him with DDD Divine King Jesus Machinex. I really don't know how to pronounce his name, but basically it says when you make him, he's going to have the rank of magic, plus he's going to have like 2 or 3 material, because the rank up is in him. You can then just summon this on top, and then you have a free steel material. Not to mention, you can also make Zeus on top of him, so you can also add Zeus to this deck, and then you just board wipe, which is amazing. So yeah, the only thing I would include in this deck would be this guy and a Zeus, if you want a more update version of this deck. But other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. Don't do anything stupid. Take care, and expect more videos in the coming future. See ya. Alright, so I'm going to show you a combo right now. So right now you're going to activate Poison Winds. Poison Winds, you're going to banish to then activate a Black Roll from deck. It's effectively going to allow you to normal summon it. And when this card is normal summoned, you'll get to add to hand. We already have you. We'll add a Gale. I'll lower this a little bit down so you guys can see this. We're then going to use our normal summon, normal effect. We'll bring back this Chain Whirlwind. We're going to add a Dust as it gets summoned. We are then going to synchro these two into our first Towers. So we already have a Towers, and we already have set up in the grave. We are then going to special summon, special summon, special summon. Now they Zeus us, this was unaffected, so we're good there. This is just a blank in hand. We're then going to use these two. We could modulate the level, but that doesn't matter. Send those to the grave. Special summon out this guy. Yep, this guy is important. He's going to then activate his effect. Special summon from deck. A Raiders Ring. We're then going to rank up these two into a Force Strix effect. We're going to detach. You always detach Raiders Wing. This will be Chain Link 1. This will be Chain Link 2. You'll get to add to hand you, and you're going to set rank up Magic Soul Shade Force. We're then going to activate the effect of you to detach the special summon. We're then going to activate the effect of Zephyr Delete to return this back to hand because it will be destroyed otherwise. Special summon, you can only use this effect once per duel. Use these two to go into a double Book of Moon. We're then going to special summon because it's Cole and XYZ. Use these two to go into Rusty Bardiche. We're almost done with the combo, no worries. Effect to send. We're going to send to grave a Silent Boot once we find them. Next card, of course, we're going to get to set a rank up magic. Since we already have this one, instead, we are going to get a Fog Blade. So we have a Fog Blade now. Then we're using the effect. We'll banish, add, effect. On this guy, we're going to banish 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter. Rank up into this guy. Now we can do 2 plays. So you're pop him to then summon out ye old Towers, Raptor Ultimate Falcon. Or we can just do what I am going to do. Detach a material. Special summon another level 4 from deck. In this case, we'll get this guy. Then we are going to set you. And we can use these two. Go into... Really doesn't matter at this point. I guess if we're setting up for next turn, we're going to go into this guy. And then that's the full combo. So now, during your opponent's turn, you have a Fog Blade. Oh, wait. I forgot to do one more thing. Pay half our life points. Rain back. And summon out an Infinity. So we end on an Omni Negate. We play another rank 4. This would be something, but it isn't. And we have double Book of Moon. But the real really important part is that we have a Phantom Knight of Launch. So on your opponent's turn, main phase, they activate anything. You quickly rank up into him using this as material. And they cannot activate card effects for the rest of this turn. Which is stupid because they can't imperm him, they can't forbidden droplet him, they can't do nothing. They activate those cards, they're just going to fizzle out because it's negated. So you end on a Fog Blade, no card effects, double Book of Moon, Omni Negate. Now, of course, he is also negating your board too, so these are all negated. Except, of course, the Ultimate Full Armor Master because he can't be negated. But on an end board, this is stupid. Next turn, they all turn on again, so they have to play through all this. And then you can also, if somehow your opponent's still alive, go into Diviner King Zeus and steal monster when they activate an effect. So that's the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoy and have a wonderful day. See ya.